Hey everyone, this is Sean from SeanMojo.com. Before I forget, check the link below, like and subscribe. So today I'd like to make a video about making a video and specifically what equipment to get. So last night I was speaking to a good friend of mine and he has some great ideas that he wants to film, but he just doesn't know what equipment to get. So I'm going to outline some of those things. The most important tool you're going to need is your camera. Now you want to get a modern camera, probably 2016 and up. And what you're going to need is a camera with an audio input. That's the most important thing. Also, you're going to need a good lens that has a good focus length. And what I mean by that is, since my friend, he wants to shoot kind of intimate videos of people, interview style, you want to get close up to them. So a good portrait lens is anything between 35 and 50 millimeter. So I'm shooting with a 35 millimeter right now, and that's a 50 millimeter equivalent on a full frame body. And also you're going to want a good tripod. So I always like a tripod that is equipped with these Arca Swiss mounts. So you screw this into the bottom of your camera and then it simply slides into the tripod and then you tighten it. So it makes it easier for you to take it off and put it back on. Obviously you're going to want a couple extra batteries, always charge them. Some extra things that may be good are so this is a off-camera shutter, and what this does, you plug this into your camera as well, and instead of touching the button on top of your camera to start and stop the video, you simply press this button, and that eliminates any camera shake or any chance of you losing your framing of the subject. Another important factor in making a good video is the lighting. So I'm here in Southern California and it's a fairly overcast day, which is great for videography. You don't want very harsh sun on the subject, or especially the subject having, filtered light on them where they're half in shade or there's some strange patterns of shade on their face or on the body. What you also don't want is a very bright background, and you don't want a very dark background either, because if I have a bright background, the subject will be dark, and if I have a dark background, the subject will be too bright. So you want a nice even light. Now, if you're shooting indoors, you want a nice well-lit room. And what I use sometimes, just to even out the light on the subject, I use one of these video lights. These can be purchased on Amazon or any other photography site for about $20. They go up to several $100s. So this is a cheap $20 one and it gets the job done. So far I've covered the equipment you need, including your camera, your lens, your tripod, any extras you don't really need besides batteries. I talked a bit about lighting, and now I'd like to talk about sound. Now, I've tried to record videos many times with something that looks like this. This is called a shotgun mic, and this mounts on top of your camera, and basically if I'm talking directly at the camera, it works great. And that doesn't include wind and factors of the room being an echo chamber or any reverb. So instead of a shotgun mic, I like to use these lapel or lav mics, and better yet, I like to pair them with a Bluetooth system like the Saramonic Blink 500. Now, the reason I chose the Saramonic Blink, it's because it was at the time one of the few systems where you could have two different mics feeding into the camera. But I really like it, and this is a test right now because it's very windy and there's also gardeners in the background. So if you can hear me, that means it's working very well. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to shoot them into the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll try to put out more videos like this. All right, thanks. Bye-bye.